We're previewing week one in college football here at SBR Forum Videos. I'm Peter Lojak. We're talking with John Ryan from JohnRyanSports.com, who is discussing some games that I asked him to discuss with us. And one of them is Michigan and Alabama. Now, this is, you see this all the time. Alabama is a 14-point favorite over Michigan, despite the fact that Michigan is also a top 10 ranked team at the moment. It's even being played at a neutral field. This is not a home field advantage for Alabama. What's your take on this game, John?
Well, it's a shame that Michigan's ranked in the top 10 and more than likely going to lose this game. Where they cover the spread is a completely different story. But the line did open at 11.5, and the public is on Alabama.
Yeah.
I tend to think that Alabama is going to win this game. I think if you look at the individual matchups, they favor Alabama in just about every facet of the game. My simulator shows a high probability that Alabama will score at least 28 points. And over the last 3 years, they're 14-2 against the number when they do score over 28. So I think it's very difficult to go against Alabama, even though Michigan is expected to have a very good season.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like over the past few years, we've seen these situations kind of a lot where you've got number 1, 2, or 3 team favored by double digits over another team that's, top 10 or top 20. And I feel like those spreads have tended to cover a lot more often than not. And Alabama's been one of those teams regularly that's done it. So I'm thinking, and the line movement, I think, is very telling. Do you think that Michigan, though, here's the thing. Michigan had a vastly improved defense last year, kind of an underrated defense. They're known as one of these teams that has a great offense and not much on defense. But do you think their defense is going to be able to hold down Alabama at all?
I think they can contain them. They have 7 starters returning on defense, which is excellent.
Yeah, exactly.
It'd be nice if it was 10 or 11 when you're going up against a team like Alabama. So again, I think what you'll notice in the game is so similar to other games involving Alabama is the speed of the SEC versus the strength and power type game of the Big Ten. And as we've seen, the speed and athleticism in the SEC just slowly wears down these power type teams like Michigan. And when you come to the fourth quarter is when the SEC teams can really open up the game and get up by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Alabama's
going to be a very difficult team to come back against. So in other words, if Alabama gets out to a 10-0 lead in the first quarter, the odds are stacked even greater against Michigan for a comeback.